Good Sunday morning to you. Oh, it's miserable out here. It's about 9:45 in the morning right now. I was up at 5:30 this morning. The daylight wakes me up, so I'm ready to start. I debated yesterday whether to go to Jewish City or not. Like I say, with the gas prices, but they're 4.85 right now, and well, I figured, well, let me go up to Jewett City today. Tommy is already up there. His mentor picks him up about 9:30 this morning, so he's already up there. I left there early. I got up there, well, I ate at McDonald's because I just wanted to get through the drive-thru and go out. And I got there, I don't know, 6:45 maybe. Oh, by the time I got cleaned up, left the house, went to McDonald's, and got up there, and the turnout is terrible. And that was the last time I was up there the same way. So, I picked up something today. It's a real beauty. I'm telling you, it's one of the best looking radio chassis I have ever seen. It's just a radio chassis. All the tubes are in it. I got it in the back of the car. I'll bring it out here on the bench and I'll show you that. And then we're going into the shop and maybe flap a little bit, maybe not. It's pretty stuffy out here. You people that love the heat can keep it. I can't breathe when it's humid. When it's hot and humid, I can't get my breath. I feel like I'm in a steam bath, you know, and I can't take it. I never could, even when I was younger. But anyways, that's not what this video is about. That's why I went up to Jewett City very, very early. And of course the sun is cooking you even that early by the time you get going, start looking around. So I know you're anxious to see the radio chassis. Now there's no cabinet with this, but however, it's in beautiful condition. And you won't believe what I paid for it. You won't believe it, but I'm going to tell you. $1. All the guy wanted is $1. He says, get it out of here. And I looked it over. And I thought to myself, damn, that is a deal, even without a cabinet. Has all the tubes in it. A 2-gang tuning condenser. I mean, it's in mint condition, I'm telling you. Enough suspense. Let me take it out here. I want to put it on the bench. And I want to show it to you. And I know those of you who work on radios are going to be envious of this. It's not a very big radio chassis. No, it isn't. But however, if that had the cabinet with it, that would have been a museum piece. But without a cabinet, a chassis I don't think is going to be a museum piece. So, I'm going to bring it out and put it on the bench here, and I'm going to set up this. I got the tripod on the outside bench here. As you know, I'm outside, you can tell. The shed is in the background. And we'll put it out here, and we'll, I'll show it to you. I know you're anxious to see it. I didn't bring a magnifier. I got a t-shirt on. I can't carry my magnifier with the t-shirt on because it gets scratched up in my pocket with my keys. The damn lousy cheap cell phone, the Orbic battery's dead. I'll tell you, I don't charge that twice a week. It's dead all the time. I'll tell you, you can't beat the G3 phone we had. The LG was the best. This damn thing went to turn it on, and when I was at Jewett City, to check the time. I had to get the time from the radio in the car, and it didn't come on. And the printer, the icon is so small that I need a magnifying glass to see when I open the phone and close it, and then it displays here. As far as I know, it had 50% charge, but obviously it's dead now. So enough talk. I know I'm keeping you in suspense, ain't I? Okay. We probably will not do a shop flap because I'm flapping now. I'm going to keep you in suspense a little longer here, folks. I was there so early, there was like 5 vendors there, but it didn't look like there was going to be any more. I looked around about 3 times outside. The building is closed, so I couldn't even go in to use the bathroom. And when you have to, you know, pee, you just can go in the woods over there and, you know, behind the cars where they park, and, you know, some of the guys do that. However, if you have to do the other business, and you know what I mean, you're SOL, and the S does not stand for so out of luck either. I think you know what that S stands for. Fortunately, I was okay. It was just a feeling, and all it was a fart. But that's the problem. And, you know, I asked some of the guys over there, because, you know, I said, you guys, what time you guys get here? And one guy said, I got here at 4:30. I said, what do you do if you have to use the bathroom? Well, he just chuckled and he didn't say anything. That's the thing. What do you do if you have to go and Mother Nature calls at your rear end and starts calling at your rear end? Huh? All right, enough of that. I'm going to get the radio out here, and I don't want any of you saying that I want to sell this. I'm not going to sell this. This is too damn good. It is so good that I'm not even going to recap it. It's in beautiful condition. All right, enough of this. Let me get the radio out here. We'll be right back. Don't go away. I know the suspense is killing you. There it is, folks. What a beauty. What a beauty. I have never seen anything so wonderful in all my life. Yes, I'm stealing Shango 66 comments he made on that television he was working on. I couldn't help it. I had to get you guys going here. Yes, I did pay $1 for this. I have no idea what kind of radio it is. Looks like it might be an RCA. There's a wonderful power cord. Look at that. You don't have to worry about anything shorting out between the conductors. It's well separated. I'll turn it around here. It's got a beautiful, beautiful finish on the power transformer. Okay, enough of that. I got it for one thing, okay? I'm going to cut off these wires. I'm going to just strip the chassis, take the tubes out, audio output transformer and power transformer. And going to save the output transformer, take the power transformer and put it on the bench. Not today, but we'll put it on the bench. We'll check it out with a dim bulb, and then we'll bring it up on a variac and make sure it's no shorts, because it's been out in the weather. Whether it's been in the rain or not, I don't know. And there's a rust on the output transformer core also. We'll clean it up after we make sure that it's not shorted. And it may become my power supply transformer. I don't know. So right now, the tuning condenser is locked up, but the dial cord is intact. Hi, Ron. Yes, the dial cord is intact, but the tuning condenser is locked up. Okay, let's see. We got a, I think this might be the rectifier here. No, maybe. Realistic lifetime tube. I got to come back. I got to get my magnifier. Let me see what the rectifier tube is in this thing. All right, let's see what we got for a rectifier tube here. Realistic lifetime. $5Y3. Well, if it's good, I could probably use it in my Crosley, because I have to go and put an order in for a 6X5. It's a 6X5. So that's what I bought it for. I bought it for the tubes. Even if only one tube is good in this thing, it's worth the $1. And if the power transformer is good, that's a bonus. So what I'll probably do, take out the IF cans. Have no room to put anything, even small parts. But take out the IF cans. You never know, they might be useful. They might even fit. If Dan of Cool Blue Lights needs an IF can, I'll be more than happy to give it to him if it'll fit his radio. I really don't know. Anyways, so we got a 5Y3, so I could probably build a power supply around the 5Y3, or a couple of 1N 4007s or something, but I got to know what the voltage is going to be. The power supply I want to build, which is not going to happen until I get a metal case for it. I want metal case. I don't want plastic. It's not a priority. That's why I'm not pushing it. But anyways, we're going to yank the tubes out of it. Let's see what... I got to get a screwdriver to lift them out. Let's see what we got here. 6 SG7. I'll be right back. I got to pry them with a screwdriver gently underneath. Yeah, I had to start off this thing here. I get a kick out of Shango 66. I've been watching him. When I have time, I watch him. He's sure spending a lot of time on that old rotten TV cabinet TV. What do we got here? A Lafayette. You know, this alone is worth the $1. A Lafayette 6K6. Well, hey, I'm in luck. I've got another 6K6 for that Crosley radio. Let's see. What do we got here? A 6SA7. What do we got here? This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 7-tube radio. 6SF7. That one is a new one on me. I've never heard of that one. What do we got here? Another Lafayette. 6K6. Could this be a Lafayette radio? Could it? Another 6K6. Now we got to get this other tube out. I'm not bringing this in the shop, that's why it's out here. Isn't that beautiful? Well, we got a dial lamp holder. The plug can be used, although it's pretty ratty and painted up. I have a couple of these anyway, so I'm not worried about that. Probably just toss that. Alright. Now let's try to get this other tube out of here. Alright, let's see what we got here. RCA 6SC7. So, 7-tube set. Let's take a look under here. What do we got here? Well, there's nothing to save there. Maybe the oscillator coil. Well, the volume, I don't know which is the volume control. One's a tone control, one's a volume control. Dial's cord is still on, but the condenser's locked up. And the band switch, we'll take a pair of pliers and we'll turn the band switch and see how many positions it is. I'll be right back. I just looked at my thermometer, which is in the shade. It's a very stuffy 73 degrees. Hate this weather. Gotta be crazy to love the heat. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go back again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 position. But I see a RCA jack in the back here, so it's probably the 4th position is probably phono. Antenna and ground right here. Phono here, audio output transformer. Probably the field coil speaker here. If I was to build a power supply, I would need a choke. So I'm not saying I'm going to build a power supply, but I've got a transformer that could be fine, but I don't think I'll be able to get 450 volts for the power supply, but it's not important. I very rarely would ever use it. The only time I would ever needed it is way back when I had that Gonset 80-meter radio that I could not fix and ended up selling it because it had a couple of bad tube sockets which were impossible to get at. So that would have been the only time. I'm not stripping any of this, but what I am going to do want to make sure that I'm in camera here. What I am going to do is try to clean it up a little bit. Pretty ratty looking. But I don't want to take any wires out that I'm going to know where the primary and secondary are in the transformer. I don't want to bring this into the shop until I clean it off a little bit. This is all junk here. I'm going to just throw it out. There's nothing. There's nothing worth saving there. Well, there's a pilot light tube shield. This wires here might be okay. Yeah. All right, so the pilot light and wires look okay. It could be used for another radio. This is just a paper covering here. I can glue that. I save everything if it's possible. Why go out and buy when you don't have to? But the power cord and this crummy looking, disgusting looking terminal strip here is all garbage, including the plug. So that'll get thrown out. Okay, so is this safe to bring in the shop yet? You know what, I'm going to keep it in the main shed for now. You got some push buttons on the front. Which I may, if I can get them off, keep them in case somebody needs them. Why couldn't the dial cord on my Crosley be as good as this? This dial cord is good. It's just the tuning condenser is locked up. Probably a little oil in the ball bearings because it's probably rusty in there. That'll take care of it. I'm not working in the shop because it's going to be too damn hot. And we're going to be staying in the house. Where I can breathe. Alright, I'm going to just clean it off a little bit. I don't want to... I'm going to bring it into the shop because I'm very anxious when we get some cooler weather, as I can't run the AC in the shop. Our line voltage is too low. It drops way down. That was good when I showed you 115.9 the other day, and that's normally not that high when it is hot. So it's not all that dusty, but I always like to make sure when you get something you don't know if there's cockroaches in it. There doesn't seem to be any of that problem. This is my brush I use for dusting off everything. Yeah, no indication of a dial of any kind, but I'm not worried about it. We'll just take this off. We'll strip the chassis down. We'll take off the 2 IF cans, power transformer, and the audio output transformer, which is slotted screws, so that should come out pretty good. I don't have any indication of what model or brand this radio is. It's probably, years ago you used to be able to buy Lafayette brand tubes, so that does, just because there's Lafayette tubes in here does not mean that it's a Lafayette radio. Just like Radio Shack, you know, they used to sell tubes, lifetime tubes. I bought very few years ago. When I worked at Aikens Electronics back in '78, you used to get dealer cost at the tubes, so I'd buy my tubes at Aikens. Let me get some WD-40 in this tuning condenser. I'll be right back. I'm just curious to see if this thing will move at all. I'm not Shango. I'm not going to try to get this going, resurrection. I just had to jump in there and keep you in suspense because I enjoy Shango 66's videos. Even though I couldn't care less about televisions anymore, I'd done my share of them. But he's a good signal tracker. He knows his stuff. I give him a lot of credit there. But his videos are quite long, and if I don't have the time, I'll usually watch them at another time. But with weather like this, I have lots of time to watch videos because it's getting so bad now, I'm sweating, and there's no wind whatsoever, not a breeze. Oh, last weekend, as I said in the other video, was gorgeous. Upper 60s, both Saturday and Sunday, beautiful weather. I'm not looking forward to this miserable hot summer. Electric rates are supposed to jump too in Connecticut, starting July 1st. That's nice. You're already paying over $200 a month now. These are the best WD-40 cans out there. I got this at Harbor Freight a couple years ago, or more. You know, you can't get these anymore. At least I can't find them. And the ones with the nozzle on, they won't empty out all the way. Nope. The whole tuning cap is moving, but let's stick some PB blaster in there. Like everything else, it moves empty. I'm not going to save this anyways. Nope. I don't worry about that. We'll leave that on the chassis. We'll leave that on the chassis. I have to get my magnifier glass and see if it's worth saving that. I'm only interested in the power transformer. I got to take it off and run the test on it. I might be able to test it on the chassis. Take the IF cans out, take the audio output transformer out, and mark the leads. And the push buttons and trash the rest. Alright. One last look underneath before we end the video here. Volume control, tone control, probably. Don't need to bother with the band switch. I don't change band switches, there's too many connections on them. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm going in the house. I can't breathe out here anymore. Take care.